show you how to survive a shark attack. An essential guide in the unending campaign against mankind's godless seafaring foe. Now, some of you are probably thinking, shark attacks are so rare. Why do we need to know how to survive them? Well, this is false. Shark attacks result in tens of thousands of deaths per year. Now, granted, most of these deaths are actually seals and fish, and only 1 or 2 are human, but still, that's a lot of death, and you could be one of them. I'm going to give you some of the tips from the so-called shark experts, as well as some of my own theories, which I feel are much more credible. Now, you may be wondering why you should trust me over the experts. And you have a good point, but I'll tell you why you should trust me. I am not a shark. A shark would never tell you how to survive a shark attack. Why would you tell your enemies your weakness? So if a shark ever tells you how to survive a shark attack, he's probably lying, because sharks can't talk. Now, the first thing you need to survive a shark attack is, of course, a shark, because you can't survive a shark attack unless you're already being attacked by a shark in the first place. Unfortunately, attracting one of these creatures isn't as easy as you may think. The first thing you'll need to bring them to you is water, because sharks do not fare well on land. And some of you may be thinking, but Jacob, I see sharks on land all the time. And yes, this is true, but we have a term for land sharks. They are called bears. Now, once you have your water, you're going to need something to bring the shark to you. There are many ways you can do this. You can cover yourself in chum, make yourself look like a tasty seal, or just send an insulting letter. For those of you that want to avoid the attack altogether, there are some things you could try. You could try swimming in shallower, well-populated areas. Don't swim at night, and don't wear shiny jewelry, because this will attract the shark to you. Also, some people have thought that surfers are more likely to be attacked by a shark because the way that their body is positioned on the surfboard makes them look more like a seal. Unfortunately, the only real way to counter this is by writing, "I am not a seal" on the bottom of your surfboard, but this will likely have minimal effect because sharks are illiterate. Now, if a shark is spotted, experts will tell you some vital tips. Remain calm. Swim slowly and calmly back to the shore, and avoid erratic movement. But this is the pansy way out. I say that you should grab the bull by the gills and take it head on. Instead of remaining quiet and still, start screaming and thrashing about in the water. Pretend to panic, because the shark is expecting you to. This will give him a sense of false security while he's lured into your ambush. Now that you have the shark's attention, it's time to show it who's boss. The shark's superior swimming speed will mean that it will strike first, so you have to be prepared. You should try and put something between you and the shark's mouth when it has its first impact. This could be anything from a surfboard, or a piece of driftwood, or your friend who's panicking beside you, rushing. Just another reason to always swim with a buddy. So if you do swim with a buddy, make sure it's a buddy that is not as fast or as strong as you, but one that you won't miss very much. Another important tip to remember is that a shark is not a mountain lion. Don't try and make yourself look bigger than it. Because if you try and make yourself look bigger than a shark, all you're going to do is make yourself look like a bigger eel. Now it's your turn to strike. Experts will tell you to punch a shark in the more sensitive areas, the nose or the gills, or the most sensitive spot in the eyes. But my theory is this. Some sharks, when they attack, will actually roll their eyes back into their head, making its weak point a strong point. So what I think you should do, Now, as you can see from this picture, sharks don't have many teeth. So my theory is this. Reach your fist inside the shark's mouth and start randomly punching around. This way you can try and knock out some of the teeth to disarm it, leaving it to starve to death slowly. However, there is a slight chance that when you reach your arm inside the shark's mouth, it may violently rip it off. But this is astronomically likely, and a chance well worth taking given the desperate situation that you're already in. It's true, sharks have a lot. They have a streamlined body meant for fast swimming, and a powerful body made of muscle and cartilage. Rows of razor-sharp teeth, and a lust for blood and vengeance that is matched only by the dark Lord Sauron. Frankenstein had fire, Dracula had garlic, and Cobra had G.I. Joe. Movies like Jaws and Deep Blue Sea will tell you that a shark's weakness is getting blown up. However, I don't think this is very original because anyone's weakness is getting blown up by a bunch of explosives, nor is it practical